Close your eyes. Imagine you're standing on a hillside overlooking the Sea of Galilee. The sky is soft with morning light. The air smells of earth and olive trees. Around you, others are gathering: farmers, fishermen, mothers holding their children close. No one speaks loudly. There's a hush in the crowd. Everyone is waiting. Then, he appears. Jesus. Not with an army. Not with gold. But with peace in his eyes. He doesn't shout. He sits. And when he speaks, the world is never the same. Blessed are the poor in spirit, he says, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And in that first sentence, everything is turned upside down. Not the proud. Not the powerful. But the poor in spirit. Those who know they need help. Who come empty-handed. This kingdom doesn't start with pride, it starts with humility. Blessed are those who mourn, he says next, for they shall be comforted. Not those who fake a smile. Not those who hide their wounds. But those who bring them. The broken. The grieving. The real. Jesus blesses them. He says, you are seen. And you will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, he continues, for they will inherit the earth. The meek. Not the loud. Not the violent. Not the ones clawing their way to the top. But those who live with gentleness. In this world, gentleness often goes unnoticed. In his world it reigns. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. Have you ever longed for something so deeply that it hurt? Not for money. Not for fame. But for things to be right. For justice. For goodness. For truth. Jesus says, if that's you, you will be filled. The world may not understand your hunger. But heaven does. Blessed are. Mercy is hard. We want fairness. We want to get even. But Jesus calls. To forgive, even when it hurts. To show compassion, even when we've been wronged. Because when we offer mercy, we open our hearts to receive it. Mercy isn't weakness. It's the deepest strength of all. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. What does it mean to be pure? Not perfect. But undivided. Whole. Honest. In a world of filters and masks, the pure in heart stand out. They don't pretend. They don't play games. They live in the light. And they see God not just in temples, but in trees, in strangers, in suffering, in silence. Blessed are the peacemakers. Not just peace lovers. Not just peace talkers. But peacemakers. People who move toward conflict not to fight, but to heal. People who choose reconciliation over revenge. People who lay down pride and pick up understanding. They are called sons and daughters of God. Because they reflect his heart. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake. Let's be honest. No one wants to be rejected. Mocked. Marginalized. But sometimes, standing for truth will cost you. Sometimes, choosing kindness will look foolish. Sometimes, living differently will make others uncomfortable. And Jesus says, it's okay. Because you are not alone. Heaven sees. Heaven honors. Heaven holds you. Then Jesus looks at the crowd and at us and says something remarkable. You are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world. Not someday. Not if you're perfect. Not if you have a platform. But right now. Salt heals. Preserves. Adds flavor. Light reveals. guides, warms. Your life lived with love can change the world around you. You don't have to be loud, just faithful. You don't have to be famous, just real. Let your light shine. You've heard it said, do not murder. But I tell you, don't even stay angry. You've heard it said, don't commit adultery. But I tell you, don't even look with lust. Jesus isn't raising the bar. He's showing us the heart behind the rule. Because true righteousness starts inside. In thoughts. In motives. In secret places. He calls us not just to behavior change but heart change. Because the goal isn't looking good. It's being good. From the inside out. When you give. When you pray. When you fast. Do it in secret. Why? Because the applause of people is short-lived. But the reward of God lasts forever. You don't need to be seen to be valuable. Your quiet faith, your hidden kindness, your whispered prayers, they matter. In the secret place, God is waiting. Jesus teaches us to pray not with fancy words but with a simple heart. Our Father in heaven. He's not distant. He's close. Your kingdom come. Your will be done. We don't ask for our agenda, we surrender to His. Give us this day our daily bread. Today's enough. Forgive us, as we forgive others. We receive and release grace. Lead us, deliver us. He is our guide and protector. This prayer is not just words. It's a rhythm. A recentering. A way of life. Don't store up treasures on earth, Jesus says. Why? Because moths eat. Rust corrodes. Thieves break in. But store treasures in heaven where nothing is lost. Where your generosity echoes. Where your love multiplies. He then says something radical. You cannot serve both God and money. Because what we treasure, we trust. And He invites us to trust Him. Look at the birds, He says. They don't stress. They don't store. Yet they are fed. Look at the lilies, He continues. They don't sow. They don't shop. Yet they are clothed in beauty. And then He looks at us. You are more valuable than they. So seek first the kingdom. And everything else will come. Worry can't add a single hour to your life. But trust? Trust can change everything. Do not judge, Jesus says, lest you be judged. We love to point fingers. Spot flaws. Call out sins. But Jesus says, first, look at the log in your own eye. Start with yourself. Then, when your heart is clear, you can help others not with pride, but with compassion. He sums it up simply. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's not just a golden rule. It's the heartbeat of heaven. Enter through the narrow gate, He says. Because wide is the road that leads to destruction and many take it. But the narrow path? It's harder. It's quieter. It's less crowded. But it leads to life. Real life. Abundant life. The way of Jesus is not always easy. But it is always worth it. And finally, He tells a story. Two men build houses. One builds on rock. The other builds on sand. Both face storms because storms come to us all. But only one house stands. The one built on the rock. The one built not just on hearing Jesus' words, but doing them. The difference isn't in the storm. It's in the foundation. The sermon ends. But the echo doesn't. That hillside in Galilee is quiet now. but the words spoken there still move hearts, still shake kingdoms, still heal the broken. Because they weren't just words. They were life. They are life. So what will you build? What will you seek? What will you carry from this mountain into the valley of your life? Let the words of Jesus take root. Let them shape you. Let them lead you. Because the kingdom of heaven is not far away. It's already here. And it begins, in you.